Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey you guys, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. As you see tarot cards on your screen, you know it's time for a reading. This time around, this reading is for the Cancer lunar cycle, so we are looking at beginning of July to the beginning of August. This is a general reading, so if you feel like what I'm saying does not resonate with you, please go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box. This video is for my Virgos, Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Virgo rising. Typical 4-card spread, going to be looking at the energy popping up for you or the energies you're supposed to be tapping into during this next month, looking at any obstacles or challenges you might be facing. Also, because we're talking about Cancer energy, we're going to be looking at a card that gives you some insight into what needs to be nurtured. What do you need to give some love to? Where do you need to put your energy during this next month? And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this reading in regards to this lunar cycle, okay? So, Virgos, let's just go on and get started. The first card you have coming up in your spread is in the position of the energy or the energy that you need to be tapping into, and you've got clean it up. So for me, Virgo, I pick up on this sense that for a lot of you, either you're in this space where you're trying to get life together or so y'all are Earth, right? Which means that you guys are very strategic. You like to plan things. You like to follow your plans. Y'all are Virgos. Y'all are very analytical. So I get two messages with this card. I feel like for some of you guys, you might have a little bit of clutter in your minds and you need to really figure out a way to work through these things to tackle whatever things you're dealing with or whatever things are, clouding your headspace head on so that you can have a clear mind in order to tap into this clean it up energy. I think this is coming up for you because Virgo, you guys are also getting ready to wrap up your year just like Leos, and when it's time to wrap up your year, you start to see things pop up that you need to shift or you need to change or that you need to walk away from, or things that need to be altered, so to speak, so that you're set and ready for this next rotation around the sun. So the clean it up card popping up here for you guys, Virgo, is just telling me that some of you guys, it's a little bit of decluttering that you need to do in your mental. Also at the same time, Virgo, there may be some of you guys that are just involved in a whole bunch of different shit that you don't need to be involved in, and you might need to take a little bit of a step back during this next month. And we're in eclipse season, so this is all about change and transformation, Virgo. So you guys need to take a step back during this next month and go, okay, well, what am I still dealing with that no longer serves me? What am I still doing that doesn't work for me? What bad habits do I have? What people are around me that I am not learning or gaining anything from? Who are people that are kind of stunting my growth? What kind of situations am I in that are also stunting my growth? And then you need to clean it up. And y'all are Virgos. Y'all ain't got no problem snip, cutting people off and being mean and saying, get on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So with this card popping up here, Virgo, I think that for some of you guys, or for a lot of you guys, this really just has to do with, kind of reflecting over the past year of your life and getting ready and getting prepared for the next year of your life. And I think for you guys, a lot of this reflection is going to bring up these notions of, this person I don't need in my life, this situation I don't need to be dealing with, this energy I need to do away with, these habits I need to break, right? So clean it up, Virgo. Get your shit together. If y'all watch Rick and Morty, there is a scene where Morty is talking to his sister Summer, and he's like, get your shit together, put it all in a backpack, clean it up, blah blah blah. I don't care what you do with it, but just get it together. So Virgo, this month for you is the get your shit together month. Clean it all up, get rid of what doesn't serve you, and make space for what will and what does. Okay. The next card that I have popping up for you guys in your spread is in the crossing position, and this is in the position of obstacles or challenges you might be facing during this next month, which is, interestingly enough, your energy is popping up here. This is Earth energy. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. Typically in an upright position, the Seven of Pentacles points to, putting work in and doing the work, really cultivating your seeds, and slowly but surely and being patient with your growth. seeing things start to line up and start to play out the way that you want them to, but this is in a crossing position. So for you Virgos during this next month, what I pick up here with this card is that while you're trying to square shit away, get everything worked out, get everything popping, you're gonna kind of be in this, and this makes sense because it's Cancer lunar cycle energy, which means it's a whole bunch of water. And I've been seeing this with a lot of people. It's so funny when it comes to my lunar cycles and I see how people are affected. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, it's really just water. Get you a boat and float, my G. For you guys, if y'all remember Pisces season, the feelings are very similar. I feel like a lot of you guys might feel a little lost in the sauce, not so to speak like all over the place and dreamy and hazy like Pisces season, but more so kind of just feeling pulled by the currents and not really understanding why life is leading you this way, why life is not allowing you to build things up in your Virgo ways in the way that you want them to go and plan them out, and why you're having such a hard time staying the path. It's the water, Virgo, and understand that the water is a cleansing agent, and the water is also an agent to help you move along into what you need to be moved along into. Y'all are earth, so especially when y'all have plans, you don't care whether that plan is for you or not. If you have planned it and you've decided that that is your plan, for y'all, it's just kind of like, okay, well, this is what it is. However, the energies of the cosmos during this next month is here to say, hey, listen, I don't care about your plans. Remember, Cancer is mama energy, and mama knows best. Right now, what's going on in the ethers and the cosmos is, okay, listen, Virgo, you might have plans. You might have thought you thought this through, but let me get you hip to what's really good and what's really popping and how you really need to go along about doing this, right? That's the energy coming up for you guys. And you might not, just like with our parents, when our parents tell us to do shit, we might not understand why we're being told to do something, but we got to do it because what? Mama said so, daddy said so. So with the Seven of Pentacles in the crossing position, this is just telling me, Virgo, as you are coming into your new year, you got plans, you got ideas of how you want things to work out, but you might not be understanding that you got to get rid of certain things in order for that to work out, and some of those certain things might be in your plans. So just be mindful if something that you decided on is not working for you, Virgo. Take a step back and look at it. Tap into that little analytical Virgo energy and say, okay, well, why ain't this working for me? Is this supposed to be something that I'm supposed to be dealing with? Is this something that I need to be doing? Am I doing this the way that it needs to be done? Okay? Water. Go with the flow. Let life lead you, and understand when it's leading you away from something, that's because you don't need to be dealing with it. When it's leading you away from doing things a certain way, it's because you don't need to be doing things that way. You need to figure out, you need to clean it up and figure out exactly how you need to be making moves during this next month, and try not to get lost in the sauce like Pisces season and just go with the currents. It is water, but you guys, it's water. Cancer does carry a little bit more of a dense energy. However, I guarantee you guys, you can master this energy. You can ride along the waves without being pulled under. It might be a little bit harder for those of you that don't have water in your charts, but it's doable. You just have to understand the energies that you're dealing with, okay? Next card that you guys have popping up in your spread, Virgo, is in the position of what you need to nurture. And this is underneath the Cancer lunar cycle energy. And you've got the Nine of Wands. So with the cards coming before it, this clean it up and this, you know, kind of not really understanding the path currently, and the Nine of Wands being here, this is this is funny to me because I already kind of get what it is here. If your plans are thrown off, Virgo, that throws you all the way off, and it puts you guys into this headspace of, oh my gosh, it is not working out. Everything is falling apart. Nothing is going the way that it's supposed to go, Virgo. Again, understand that life is happening as it should. Everything is in divine timing. Do not allow yourself to be consumed with the fact that your plans ain't playing out the way that you, the word by word, line by line, laid them out, because they're not going to. They never do. They say the best way to make God laugh is to tell him your plans, right? So Virgo, do not be consumed or overwhelmed by all of this over here, and understand that all of this is happening so that you can hit that last step and get to where you need to be. This is the moon. And, you know, I like to say the sun, the light's right there, but we're dealing with Cancer energy. So this is kind of like saying, okay, Virgo, you're very close to tapping into this transformative energy coming in with these eclipses. You just got to understand that everything's happening the way that it needs to happen. And you can't, like I was just saying for the Leo video, it's not always my way or the highway. Sometimes you do have to let life lead you and understand that you're not going to be led to where you don't need to be. But when you fight it is when shit starts to get crazy and it starts to hit the fan. So you are almost there. This is a card of, just keep it trucking, keep pushing. The finish line is right there. The road has been a little weary. You ain't got no handrails keeping you from falling off of the side, but just keep the path and understand that your end goal is near. But you've got to keep your eyes on the prize. Did I say that in this video? Did I say that in the last video? No, I think I was... Also with this Cancer eclipse energy, dreams are off of the chain. I think that was something I said in a dream last night, to be completely honest. And I'm like trying to place, because that was very, very prominent in my head. And I'm like, I don't know who I was talking to, and I'm not going to, because I was dreaming. But anyways, keep your eyes on the prize, Virgo. Things are going to work out the way that they need to. And just remember, the way that things need to work out don't always adhere to your plan. So try not to get too wrapped up in that over there. All right, y'all. The last card that I have coming up for you in your spread, Virgo, is in the position of your soul message. And you've got the Horse, which this card resonates with a few different energies. It says travel on the card, so I'm just going to briefly, generally talk about that. Some of y'all Virgos might be taking some trips. That's all I want to say about that. The energy that I really want to talk about with this card is really, with the travel essence attached to it, is just moving into new spaces, into new places. This is your soul message. And this card also resonates with a little bit of like a sexual energy and an energy of companionship too. So Virgos, for those of you guys, especially if you're in this space where you're trying to figure shit out, there may be somebody around you that has some answers, so to speak, or somebody that has some energy that you need to pick up on. But I also, Virgo, I think this Horse card is really just coming up here to say, okay, listen, you need to stray away from what you think it's supposed to be, because that's not actually playing out for you. And you need to just go on and do the work, square everything away. But again, with the water, let life lead you. Let these waves, let these currents carry you into where you need to be. Carry you into the situations you need to be in. Carry you into the places you need to be in. Carry you into the energy that you need to be dealing with, okay? Travel. So this is not, some of y'all might be taking some trips, but this is not necessarily travel like going on vacation. This is travel like shifting your energy into something different, shifting your mindset, your perspective into something different. You are moving from one thing, from one cycle into another. Your birthdays are coming up, so it is time to start taking the journey into the next chapter, all right? Okay, Virgo, so yeah, this month is really just all about taking a look at life, reflecting, and, getting all your ducks in a row, but not necessarily like this. It's about getting your ducks in a row in regards to clearing space out so that whenever a plan does come along that you are supposed to adhere to, you're ready to rock and roll, okay? And then also, Virgo, just keep the faith during this next month. Try not to be consumed by this heavy water energy, because water energy is prone to lending in the energy of anxiety. Well, that's more, I get that more to fire, but lending in the energy of like depression and heaviness on the shadow side. So just try, Virgo, as these things are playing out, as you're working through these things, as you're releasing these things, try to keep your eyes, again, like I said, on the prize, and understand that everything is happening as it should. And you are so close. You're almost there. You guys are almost in your new year. Things are about to shift for you if they haven't started shifting already, but you've got to go through the motions in order to get to where you need to be, okay? All right, Virgo. That's your reading. I hope that resonated with you. If you feel like you need a little bit more clarification or would like a personal reading, you can drop a comment or question down below, or you can book something with me. I got all that info linked down below. I also have the Cancer lunar cycle and solar eclipse video up that you guys should check out if you want some more information on the collective energies. That link is also in the description box. And then for those of y'all that just love my readings, I am offering eclipse and retrograde sales through the summer. Go on and make it over to my Etsy shop, because that is where you will find all that information, and that is how you'll be able to book that if you guys are interested. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will see y'all next time.